how do you think athletes should be thinking about their second phase of their career?
I think it's important to, first of all, think about what imagine and kind of future pace yourself to think about what life would look like after football. As much as we don't want to think about it because it's scary, and that's one of the reasons, right? The fear of the unknown. When you start thinking about it, you get panicky and you got anxiety attacks and all. Say, forget about it. We leave it till later, right? But I suppose you got to address the elephant in the room because it's going to happen. Like nobody's running away from it. It's going to happen, right? Even if you end up playing till what Kazuyo Shimura is still playing at 53, but at some point he's got to stop, right? But I suppose he made enough money to retire from football. But if you look at a normal athlete, it's going to come at some point. Then start thinking about what are the things that you are passionate about. See, 80-90% of them end up being coaches because that's what they know. They want to give back something. So they end up taking that route. So it also means that starting to skill yourself up, getting the necessary licensing, getting the necessary knowledge, and working as an understudy to more experienced coaches. So that's one route somebody else can take. But then there are also athletes now who have actually gone back to school. I know quite a few of them, they got their master's degree because they've been in school, they're working in the sense that they're in school and finishing their master's program. So I would say that, spend time, work with an organization that actually can give you some flexibility to come in and do some stuff, right? Projects and stuff like that, because a lot of, I can only speak for footballers, there's a lot of downtime, especially you train once a day. There's a lot of downtime. Instead of just sitting at home and playing FIFA or hanging around the coffee shops, put on a pants and shirt and try and work, maybe intern, with an organization that you think that you're going to be working with long term, right? That's for people who want to go into that whole space of being employed, because entrepreneurship is not for everyone. But at the same time, I think there's a good bunch that want to be entrepreneurs, because let's not forget, as a professional athlete, you have a lot of free time. And once you get into a job, and I've seen this with some of the athletes that actually work with us, right? You ask them, you put them behind a computer and they can start sleeping afterwards, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to control your time and your freedom, then entrepreneurship is another way. So maybe partnering with people who are already there, learning and, forming business partnerships in different space, right? Should and must start while you're actually still playing, so that you learn valuable lessons, you learn and you start building something small. Income could be $1,000, $2,000 a month or even less. And then slowly building up towards a 10K, 15K eventually, right? Then when you transition from sports and you get into that, you're prepared and the road's paved and the pathway is quite clear for you to walk that path.
Yeah.
I suppose that's what they should be looking at. And like I said, that's the kind of work I do these days anyway.